Hey viewers, welcome to VL Astrology. Once again, I'm Vanita Lenka. I'm a Vedic astrologer, and today I'm going to be talking about week 20th of the year 2025. And this is from the 12th till the 18th of May 2025. And two important transits are going to be taking place this week. And that is Jupiter is going to be transiting through the Gemini sign ruled by Mercury on the 14th of May. And Sun is going to be transiting through the Taurus sign ruled by Venus from the 15th of May till the 15th of June. And this Sun is going to be aspected by Saturn and is going to be trying to Ketu also. And this is a very important transit also because Sun, after its exaltation place, it's going to be in Venus's sign where he debilitates also in the other sign. So this king is going to be learning how to be humble, how to have that humility because Saturn is looking here, and how to be spiritually inclined with and connect with the masses. I know it is little tough times for the countries. I think across the globe, there is something or the other which is happening. Now, today I'm going to be incorporating one more reading, which is very important. Pluto's retrogression. Pluto's retrogression in Sun's nakshatra in the Pisces Navmansha is also creating this havoc, whatever is happening on the global plane, the wars especially. Whenever Pluto goes retrograde, it is the god of death, that is Yama, and ruled by the deity being Shiva, Lord Shiva, who is also the perisher, or we can say the destroyer. Destroyer of what? Destroyer of the negatives. So it becomes a very important and a crucial time period for that reason also. So I'm going to be in the first segment explaining what exactly is the meaning of Pluto retrograde and how does it impact us all on the global plane. And I will be explaining Sun's ingress in Taurus sign also, which is a very important transit. Whenever Sun, Saturn, these, I hope you can hear me because this is a very important video. I hope you can hear me. And also, I know it is too late in India, but I'm praying for you all. Remember that I am day in, day night, my only early morning prayer and in between the day, whenever I get time, and before retiring for the day also, I'm just praying for the well-being and peace for everyone in the world. Because I'm not in India, so I'm actually missing my home also. I'm away from home, but yes, my heart is there. This is my karma bhumi. That's my janma bhumi. So you must understand that the planetary position, especially when Taurus sign gets active, I've seen that there are many events, earthquakes and warlike situation happens. And Pluto in Capricorn is a bandhan yoga in a way. People get tied or their movement is restricted. Saturn, when was in the Taurus, in Capricorn sign, you know what happened. And in trying to Taurus and Virgo also. So this becomes a very important trine, because this is the Artha Trikona. So people actually have to go against their normal norms. Now, this week starts from the 12th till the 18th of May, and this is based on moon's movement. As you all know, I will be taking up sign-wise prediction in the later segment, but this is important first to understand what's happening in the sky. So bear with me. The initial summary part is a little longer one, but for sure I will be, or maybe, I can do a separate video on Pluto's transit. Okay. I think that sounds good. So let's start with the readings. I think that makes sense. But I will definitely be incorporating something like that, because Pluto is a very important graha as well right now. It is going to be giving a lot of important results. Thank you so much for being here. And I know it's too late for you all in India, but yeah. So Moon is going to be ingressing the sign of Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. And we do have Buddha Purnima also. And see, whenever Sun and Moon are right opposite each other, so it is going to be in Vishakha Nakshatra when this new moon Purnima, that is Buddha Purnima, happens. That's from the 8:01 p.m. India time to 10:25 p.m. on the 12th. So 12th would be the exact date for fasting, or if you want to celebrate Buddha Purnima. And Moon is going to be that day aspected by Mars and is also going to be right opposite Mercury and Sun. Then Moon moves into its debilitation sign right opposite Jupiter for a day, and then Jupiter moves into the sign. So it is going to be from 13th to 15th afternoon in the Scorpio sign, and is going to be in trine to Venus, Rahu, and Shani also. So this Moon is going to be experiencing some kind of, like, you can have some mood swings also on this day. Then Moon is going to be in the sign of Sagittarius, where Saturn is aspecting, and Jupiter will also be aspecting. And this is a very important day, that is 15th afternoon to the 17th, opposite Jupiter in trine to Mercury, and is also aspected by Saturn. So this is a good day for you guys. I'm sorry for the drawing that I've just done. So then lastly, it is going to be Moon in the Capricorn sign conjunct Pluto. So this is going to be a precarious time again. So when we talk about these kinds of transits, it definitely is a very tough time period for one and all. Also, I must tell you that Pluto went retrograde on the May 4th, and it's going to be retrograde till 14th of October. It's a very important and a crucial transit. Sun, when transits through the Taurus sign, is the time for being humble, humility. That is something which is the theme, because Saturn is looking here, so it is going to give you some invisible karmas, real world limitations, because Ketu is also in trine. So it's time for ego purification and financial dharma also, and ethical grounding. Also, Jupiter is going to be transiting the Gemini sign, third house of the natural zodiac. So you need to also work on your educational skills, upskill yourself during this time. And spiritually, you will be more involved in through writing, basically. You'll vent out through writing. Also, there can be some economic slowdowns with Sun entering the Taurus sign. It can be that, there is some kind of loss of trust in financial institutions, market corrections will happen, austerity measures in governments will happen, supply chains and agricultural sectors could be impacted, food prices might increase, fuel prices, food prices, resource-based prices might, systems may just face limitations also. And the Sun is the ruler, basically, he's the king and CEO, political leaders, because somebody just asked, so I'm explaining. So when we talk about Sun in Taurus sign, it is going to be the time, challenging time, actually. Authenticity and moral grounding is required. Leaders may face scandals, resignations, spiritual reckonings, and also there can be some kind of exposure of hidden agendas, because Ketu is also looking here from the Virgo sign, and there can be collapse of fake authorities. Okay. And public may reevaluate values, what truly matters, and move away from the consumerism towards minimalism and conscious capitalism. So this is what is going to be. And it is also this is also the time where you have to expect a rise in ethical investments. Okay, ego conscious buying or digital minimalism movements definitely will be better. So if at all you need something which is very important and essential for you, only then go in for that kind of an expenditure. Okay, some global shifts, definitely how you wealth is earned and used becomes the center point when Sun is going to be in the Taurus sign. So this is going to be a very important transit, as I said. So be sure that you make right and wise decisions during this time period. Okay. See, when Mars is in Cancer, avoid full moon time, Yana, if at all you want to buy a boat. Sorry, I'm digressing because this was important. To buy a boat is, wait for Rahu to leave Pisces sign. It's better when Rahu leaves Pisces sign. I'm not worried about Mars. I'm worried about Rahu more. So by the end of the month, Rahu will leave the zone. So you can buy post that. Okay. And see that it is not a new moon or a full moon time period also, because you're buying something related to water. So it is essential that the moon is in strength in respect to your horoscope. So suppose you are a Libra rising. So see that moon is in the third house, or it's in the it's in the seventh house or sixth house, or maybe in the 10th house. So that will be good, or 11th house. Okay. So I hope it helps. Nothing to do with Mars. So now let's start with the readings, and I'll be incorporating Sun's ingress and Jupiter's ingress also in the different signs. So let me change this Sun's position and Jupiter's positions also, so that we can discuss this also alongside. Okay, now Sun is in Taurus and Jupiter is in Gemini. So as you all know, the predictions are based on the ascendant, moon, and Dasha. Because if Dasha you don't check, then this will not work. So what is Dasha sign? Suppose you have a planet which is placed in some other sign. You can definitely use that sign also, because that sign will become your first house. You will behave like that. So suppose you are in the Dasha of Mars. Mars is in Leo sign, but you are not a Leo Lagna or ascendant or moon. Maybe you are an Aquarius rising or a Capricorn rising, but Mars Dasha is going on, which is placed in a Leo sign. So make Leo your first house and check what is the condition of the planets in the natal chart, and then check the planets in the transit, superimpose those planets on your natal chart also, transit positions. Then you will get the results. Okay, so check Leo readings also in case you are in the Dasha of a planet in Leo sign, irrespective of your ascendant or moon. Now, first is Aries sign. Now, for Aries natives, so for Aries, yes, I know you have, yes, current Indo Pak situation is never going to, I'm using the word never. It's never going to improve, remember. So we have to be always prepared, because from time to time this is coming back, because Pluto is not leaving the zone till 2039 or 2040 rather. So 2040 is a long time, and whenever Pluto is in the 10th house or 10th sign of the natural zodiac, there is always a power struggle for the countries. There will always be warlike situation. It will always be a tense situation in the world. Always remember. Okay. So we cannot expect peace that soon, or we cannot expect any kind of resolution soon. So be prepared that when Pluto is retrograde till October, definitely it is going to enhance this situation. Yes, we can still, the intervention of something, some hidden agenda is definitely there, because Rahu is in the Pisces sign. There is some hidden agenda. So we have to be, sorry, I'm just talking about this because somebody asked, but geopolitical, I don't want to discuss on this platform. Generally, I don't, because I know we don't have the country's charts, correct charts. Okay. India was not born on the 1947 15th August. We just take it as that, but maybe it is Capricorn rising. People say that it is Capricorn rising. So we cannot just, completely say that this is what is the condition. Okay. So, and the leader's chart also, we cannot say with authenticity that this is what is the birth chart. So anyhow, I don't do it. That's why, looking at the past events, if you compare them with 1971 war or 1960, 1965 war, So we can still compare and see, okay, Saturn was retrograde in Aquarius at that time, okay, Rahu was in Taurus. Whenever Rahu is in Taurus or Saturn is in Taurus, these kinds of situations do happen, or in Capricorn or in Virgo. So I have seen from many years, I've been looking at the transit positions, though I was not born in 1965, but I know what all were the transit positions at that time. So we have to see when Saturn and Ketu were in 1962, when we had the Indo-China War. So we had this kind of a situation in Capricorn sign. Can you believe that? So Capricorn, Aquarius, Saturn sign definitely has to get active, and Taurus sign. So the trine has to be active. Right now, you can see we have a Pluto here, Ketu here, and Saturn was also in Aquarius. Now it is in Rahu Ketu axis also. So these are situations which are also to be checked. And Jupiter and Rahu in 1966, when the Tashkent agreement happened, then Jupiter and Rahu were in Taurus at that time, right? And Saturn was in Aquarius at that time. And 1971, when Indo-Pakistan war happened and creation of Bangladesh happened, at that time also it was Saturn in Taurus, retrograde Saturn in Taurus, in fact. And that time Mars was in Aquarius. So very important to check, and Rahu was in Capricorn again, see? So can you see, we have to see the past record. We cannot just say that this is what the country's chart is, so that this is why it is so, it is going to be like that. No, I don't use it that way. I don't do it. That is why I don't like when people predict that way, without yes, Abhigya did that reading. He was absolutely correct that you have to see the past event. I really like that boy because he's doing the right way. And PBR, Narasimha Raoji, he's also doing it the correct way when he compares with the previous events and incidents. Okay. So that's how you should be doing. And definitely, whenever you will see, whenever there is a full moon, new moon time, closer to the time eclipses are there, and then we have Saturn in Taurus, or Rahu in Taurus, or Jupiter in Taurus, Aquarius, Saturn, or Capricorn, or Virgo. These signs are very volatile signs. Okay, earthy signs. Even the earthquakes you will see will happen during these time periods. So that is how you should learn astrology. Okay. Anyhow, this is a long topic. I will go on and on. I can do that, the whole night long. I can talk on these topics. I love doing it. So do write in the comment section if at all you people want me to conduct a webinar with nominal fee. Of course, I will charge because, I have to put a lot of effort and time. So I would request if you can just let me know in the comment section if you really want me to conduct a webinar on and topic also, maybe just basics, if you want to understand in a different way, a 2 hour or 3 hours webinar. So now for Aries natives, moon is going to be transiting, one sec, okay, moon is going to be transiting your 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th houses this week. So when we talk about moon in the 7th house, this is a very good time period for conducting any kind of, okay, let me start again, sorry. Moon is going to be transiting your 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th houses. 7th house is the house of relationship, partnership, business, how you handle things, and there can be that you are going to be maybe meeting your potential partner, or you're going to be dating someone this day. You can also propose the person you're dating. This is a full moon time. In Vishakha, you have a full moon. So this is a good time to start something new, and it's a Buddha Purnima. So you can start something, and, this is also a good time to reconcile with others. You can, this is a time for new beginnings, basically, So you're going to be thinking of growth. You're thinking of doing things with some, people who are going to be helpful, and you're going to be maybe meeting, having meetings also this day. Then moon moves into, and from moon, you can see that Saturn, Rahu, Venus are in the 6th house. So maybe, you have given some money to someone and you don't get that money back right now. You were expecting that to happen, but it didn't happen. So you might just be feeling a little uneasy for that reason also. You're thinking of, maybe how you can release your toxic service and dynamics, and, you can, that suppressed power you feel, that people are dominating you here. So this is a little uneasy placement, but yes, this is a good time period if you're thinking of communication, you're thinking of speech, reevaluating your, maybe guru karma awakening. So this is a good time period for that also. Also, this is the time for purchase of property, change of job also, if you want to switch or you want to join, or you have to sign some papers, so you can do that as well during this time period. And then moon moves into your 9th house, and that's the time period when you might just be enhancing your in the in the 7th and the 8th house, 13th to the 15th afternoon, moon is going to be in your 8th house. The 8th house moon is a little uneasy here because, you might just feel that there is something which is hidden, something which you really didn't expect might happen. There can be that you are going to be very intuitive also, but you are going to be healing. You're going to be on the path of research. You're getting into the depth and detail of something or the other. There can be a small fear, which is like taking a place in your heart, the insecurity. When moon is in the 8th house and debilitated also, there can be some kind of trauma or scandal which can surface. Meditate with Shiva, donate to spiritual causes or somebody who requires your support. This is a good time for doing so. Also, this is the time not to make hasty decisions. You might just be, in that zone where you should be reevaluating things well rather than jumping into conclusions. Okay. And here it is going to be opposite Jupiter. Jupiter is going to be changing sign next day, but it is going to be in trine to Venus and Saturn and Rahu also. So this is going to give you that in-depth knowledge, in-depth jnana. So it's good if you are connecting with your guru during this time period. You might just be traveling during this time. If you have to travel, you should plan. In the 9th house on the 15th afternoon to the 17th, and that's right opposite Jupiter. Now, Jupiter has transited through Gemini here, and it is going to be in trine to Mercury. So this is a very good time period where your luck enhances, as if, because Jupiter is also looking here, its own zone. So long distance travels, it's good for philosophical growth. You might just be, having that divine worship, or maybe conducting some homam or rituals during this day. It's good for charity, being charitable. You can also be a teacher. Maybe you're learning something. It's a spiritual rebirth for you with Jupiter right opposite the zone. And this is also good for disconnecting from from your gadgets, etc. If you can, just detox. And also you're thinking about growth, you're thinking about learning, upskilling yourself, how you can reconcile with your father or gurus, or you can just connect with your guru also and learn more. So this is a good time for the student natives. Visit some religious place or any spiritual organization you can connect with, and also study something or read a book. Moon will be transiting your 10th house on the 18th now. It is going to be right opposite Mars, and this is a niche bhanga which is forming here. And moon is going to be in trine to Mercury here. Mercury is also in the not in the trying to Sun and Ketu, I would say. Okay, so this is the time when you will be having some kind of anxiety at the workplace. There's a lot of work to do, and you are thinking about your image a lot. You're just trying to complete the task and be in good books to your bosses and your seniors. You are going to be quite busy also this day, so you're neglecting your family, less time with the family and more with the official tasks. Maybe there are back-to-back meetings and you're not able to get that kind of support from your co-workers, and you're feeling a little uneasy because of that. Offer your work to the divine. Donate the working class people something on this day. It is good that you get that kind of support. Teach them educate them. Maybe your co-workers are not, or maybe train someone or train with someone during this day. But it is a good time period to purchase property if you have to sign some documents, etc. So you can do that also. It is good for your honor, prestige. By the end of the day, you will feel that this is a good time period. Okay. So this is what. And also, okay, Imanu, I'll keep it in mind that for Cancer, I will, when I reach there, I will let you know what to do. Now, with the moon in your, okay, now moon is here. Now sun is going to be in your second house. So this is the time you'll be thinking about your finances a lot. And you will definitely be getting some kind of, support also from your family, or maybe this is the time for personal detox, ego, habits, vanity. This is also good for good time if you serve in temples, basically. If you can serve in temples or offer donations in the name of Father, speak only the truth, because sun is in your second house. He doesn't like any kind of scandal. Sun is not scandalous. Sun is not hidden. Sun is not telling lies in the second house. So be faithful, be truthful, and it definitely will give you that growth, also similar growth. It is directly proportional to the growth. Now, here you need to also understand that Saturn is going to be looking here in your second house. So this is about your ego tied to finances, family, legacy, and voice, speech. Okay, be humble. And this could bring about some family tensions also. So you need to be more towards better, understand your family better, have a good, connectivity with them, have a good, chemistry and bonding, develop that at this time period. Okay. So this will be a good time period then. Okay. Now, Jupiter video I've already done, elaborate one, do the remedies. They're really, beautiful remedies. And I'm saying beautiful, why? Because I've also learned them from somewhere, no? It's just that when I'm looking at a horoscope, personalized readings, when I do, I just, somehow come up with some remedies quickly, spontaneous. Sometimes what happens, there are remedies which are there in back of your mind because your guru has taught you. So maybe, if you never know if you do those remedies, how you get those breakthroughs. So try doing the remedies. It's not that, if nothing is over and above the divine. Always remember. So reciting mantras, propitiating the Lord, it definitely balances. Visiting a religious place or a temple or a church or a mosque or a gurudwara, irrespective of that, you need to just surrender to the divine at times and have faith that things are going to fall in place. And you will see that he will take you out. She will take you out. Goddess mother will take you out. Okay. Coming to the next one. That's Taurus. So for Taurus natives, this week, moon is going to be in your 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th houses. 6th house transit is definitely, one which says that, you need to take care of your health. You need to slow down a bit. You're actually spending a lot of time in doing things and you're not focusing more on your health. So this means that you need to focus on your health now. This is the time to take good care of yourself. And this is also the time, maybe you're thinking of starting a fitness regime, you're thinking of, healing yourself, or maybe there is some breakup which has happened and you're just having so much of, you feel that there is that healing required. Maybe you're healing yourself to heal others. When moon is in this, moon is what? Moon is nursing, healing in the 6th house. So this is trying to balance the energies here. And here, what happens in the 6th house, your dharma is tested through action. What do you really want to do in life? What is it that you want to achieve in life? So when that happens, it is going to be a very beautiful time period. As it is, we have a full moon in Vishakha also, not to forget. So it's time to start something. So whatever you feel is stagnant, this is a good time to start. Maybe you want to reconcile with your ex-partner today. Do it. It's Vishakha, no? After all, Jupiter's nakshatra also. So you can do it. See, whenever Jupiter is in transition, Rahu Ketu are in transition, always remember there will be situations. You will see that there will be upheavals because it's a commotion period. You're shifting from one house to another. What happens? You're packing first, then you're unpacking. So it's an unsettled phase, no? So after a few days or a month or so, you will see, oh, wow, now I'm settled. My house is set. So Jupiter, Rahu, Ketu, give them some time to get settled. This is a commotion time. Can you see globally everywhere there is a commotion? Trump said tariff. There is a war going on. India-Pakistan war started. All this is because, Pluto also went retrograde, no? See, Pluto is a very important graha. He's the he's Lord of Death. Yama. He's called the Lord of Death. So imagine how much energy is there, when it is getting retrograde. A retrograde planet is very strong. It's closest to the Earth. So it has the potency to give the maximum results, remember. So there is a commotion right now, but it will settle. Let Jupiter settle down. You will see things have started to move in positive manner. So righteous service, clarity in health, you will get when Moon is in the 6th house and is going to be also, gaining that strength, new beginnings in the Jupiter sign. Also moral security, moral superiority, ignoring rest, chronic stress is not good. You need to take care of your health after all, okay? Then Moon moves into your 7th house where, Moon debilitates for you. And in the 7th house on the 13th to the 15th afternoon, it's going to be right opposite Jupiter. And then again, Jupiter transits and is going to be again aspected by Jupiter. So this is the time when, it is in trine to Venus, Rahu, and Saturn also in this sign. So there is a lot of energy in your 7th house. You might just meet some potential partner during this time, or some actually significant person in your life who's going to really help you in closures. Basically, there is something that you really need at times, that kind of support. So you might just meet that person, or maybe you feel that there is a you're just teaching through the mirror. You're teaching through the mirror. So there will be harmony in marriage, fair agreements will happen. There will be some balance on this day. You're thinking in a balanced way also, though it is debilitated, but it is aspected by a Jupiter also. So whenever Moon was from the past 1 year in debility, it was aspected by Jupiter. So it has always saved you. It has always protected you here. Now, this is also good time to connect with your partner, business partner, think about growth, think about expansion, how you can be a better human being, during this time period, and connect with your child like you. Because you are going to be learning, you're going to be teaching. So this is a good time period to expand your perspective also. Look beyond. It's the Scorpio sign. That's why I'm saying so. But do not make any impulsive decision. Be fair in your agreements. Some business alliances are going to happen. Ethical way of working is required here. Then Moon moves into your 8th house, and that's happening on the 15th afternoon till the 17th. So, thank you so much, Lunar Mystic Vidya. Yeah, I try to. Thank you so much for appreciating. Then it is in trine to Mercury, aspected by Saturn. Now, there's a double transit here, not to forget, when Moon is in your 8th house. It's going to be there till October, because Saturn is also aspecting and Jupiter is also aspecting. Do watch the video that I have made on double transit and the transit of Jupiter in Gemini also. I have made 2 videos wherein I have explained what happens when Sagittarius sign gets active because of double transit. Now, what is happening here in the 8th house when this happens? This is a deep and mysterious placement, actually, So now you will, and Moon is also going to be transiting here. So it is going to be underground of life. This is where, it's the house of death, rebirth, secrets, inheritance, astrology, tantra, whatever you call it. Now you're spiritually potent on this day. So it's good if you are, doing some therapy or healing yourself or working behind the scenes. This is also a good time to uncover some hidden wisdom, and it is going to enhance your intuition this day. Maybe, you need to follow your gut, because there's a double transit also here. So it's good for research work, intuitive work, or healing work. And this can also be a good time if you can donate to someone who really needs your services or your resources. If you can donate, help someone. So that's what. And this is also, in trying to Mercury, so learn something. This is also a time not to get into any kind of scandals or anything where you can experience some negativity. Don't be too miser during this time period also. Okay, so in case you want to go in for any kind of advice that you were waiting for regarding your insurance, tax payment, etc., so you can do that also on this particular day. Also, there is a moon transiting through lastly on the 18th in your Capricorn sign, which is your ninth house. Now it's going to be right opposite Mars. So there is a niche bhanga for Mars. Mars is gaining that strength. So this is a good time for making important decisions. Travels might take place. You might just be making decisions regards to your PR, visa, etc. Whether I should stay here or I should leave this place and go. Something like that you're going to be thinking also. Also, this is the time when your luck is by your side on this day. So in case you have any kind of long distance journeys or anything to do with your spiritual roots you want to connect to, this is a good day for that. Healing yourself also. This is also the time when you are going to be getting that guiding light. In case, this is obviously the guiding light is something when, moon is there, you emotionally you become very strong because you know what is coming your way. The emotions are pretty much uh, towards the towards learning. You actually can handle any kind of situation when moon is in the ninth house. Situation is not good, people are not treating you well, but you are dependent on the divine and you're very spiritual. It's a house of spiritual rebirth, remember. Okay, so because from the 8th it's in ninth house transit, no, house of death is 8th and this is revival. So you are going to be following a path of dharma, you're learning more, you're going to be visiting some ashram, donations, something of that sort, will definitely be good for you. Upskill yourself and also help some students with their with finances also. And also not to forget, sun is going to be transiting your first house. So this is the time when when sun is going to be in the first house, you should be careful about the ego clashes with your family members. With you can be making some wrong decisions regards to your investments, or you can be maybe traveling towards see, Saturn is also looking here. So I'm just thinking what the what is the combination. So don't get disoriented. This is going to be giving you that desire for recognition. And this is also the time maybe you feel dull in energy, emotionally withdrawn, yet you're going to be spiritually refining yourself with sun in the first house. Always remember, ego and any kind of habits that you can't do without, you need to, now this is a time for personal detox. You need to really do that. Avoid bragging. Do surya namaskar daily, or just serve in temples. This is a good time period for doing so. Okay. And as it is, Jupiter is going to be in your second house, which is again a very, very positive time period, for your finances, your family relationships, teaching, banking, counseling. So this is a good time period for ethical income. Okay. So all the best. I hope you like the analysis. Now I have to do it for everyone because, otherwise people will say you are doing long ones for Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and then you just fizzle out. I get tired actually, then I have to rush. So coming to Gemini now. The mind doesn't work then, no? It's too late here also. It's 1 o'clock, 1 a.m. Never mind. So for Gemini natives, this transit of moon in this week is going to be in your 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th houses. 5th house transit is good for your creativity, love life, mantra siddhi, also connecting with your children, trying to balance the energies also. This is also a good time for divine intelligence, because, it is in such a position where Jupiter is also coming to the 1st house. So it is going to be transiting after a couple of days, but still, you're going to be learning a lot. And there's a full moon energy also prevalent in Jupiter's nakshatra. So you're going to be very bright on this day, starting something new, starting a spiritual creativity, starting a deep romance, or getting to know what exactly is your relationship with your partner. Do not just, break away all of a sudden. No, I don't want this relationship. Suddenly you might just feel that, oh, I don't want to take up this job. I don't want to work, or something, some confusion can be there this week to start with. You need to focus on growth only. And you should also, don't be arrogant in your knowledge. You can be making some unwise romantic decisions. So that is something which you have to be careful about. So the best is that, you recite mantras related to guru, because if you need wisdom, whenever you have lack of clarity, always remember there is a weak Jupiter in your chart. So you need to upgrade yourself. How you can do it? People like to wear gemstone of the topaz or yellow sapphire people wear, but I generally prefer donations. If you want to donate something, or donate education. How you can do it? Educate a child, adopt a child online and donate your knowledge. Then if you want to get your Jupiter better, it's very important that you serve your guru. Serving the guru means that take the legacy forward. Whatever you have learned, like I always try to impart my knowledge, whatever I have gained. I don't want to keep anything with me. I will go up empty handed. I want to just give away whatever I have learned. So that is also helping, quit my karma with my guru. So you can just donate the knowledge. That is going to help you. Or you can simply just recite Om Guruve Namaha regularly. That's a very, very good chant. Okay. And that is also like saying thank you to your guru. Okay. So this is what. And also, don't make any false commitments to anyone. If you want to upgrade your guru, never make any false commitment, because 7th and 10th Lord is guru for you. So if you are helping someone, helping the community unconditionally, I can assure you your professional career will just shoot up, rise like anything. It'll take off, and your relationships also will with others will also improve. That's just one way of. This is also a webinar only, a free webinar. Don't want to refrain myself from talking about this. Then moon moves into your 6th house and it debilitates in your 6th house. Remember, 13th to the 15th afternoon, moon is going to be in Scorpio sign, right opposite Jupiter, and is going to be trying to Venus, Saturn, and Rahu, and Mars. Now, when it is going to be forming this kind of a connection, no? So 6th house is the house of service, health, conflict, and routine. Now, it's you who has to be in that routine. Follow that strict diet, follow that routine, follow that fitness regime, heal your body on this day, detox. Sometimes, you have to keep your gadgets away from you. Especially when I sleep, I keep my phone so far. And generally, my good morning messages, when people send the messages, I pick up my phone maybe somewhere around 11 o'clock. And I'm, away from India. So people say, why are you wishing at in the afternoon, good morning? Because I don't want to touch my phone in the morning. First thing, people will grab the phone. That'll be the last thing. I will do all my routine task and then I will go to my phone. Until unless my team has something very important to share. only then. Or if I have a reading in the morning, then I have to connect with my laptop and all. But otherwise, if you can, you will see the difference. I am awake at this time because of my passion. It's something that, I'm not doing anything. It's for me. I'm doing it. Okay. So try helping yourself when moon is in your sixth house. Okay. So do things unconditionally at times. When moon is debilitated, it is good if you are, helping some pet or some child, who needs your support at this time period. Okay. Dharma tested through action with moon in the sixth house. Okay. So righteous service, charity, resolving your problems on the home ground, or maybe some kind of debts that you have taken. So you're just resolving those issues. So you're going to be doing that. Theme is going to play out when moon is here. So you're healing also. Any aspect of life which is suffering in the sixth house, you can heal it. Always remember, you get that opportunity every month when moon is here. Okay. So donate some medicines to the stray animals or some, just help anonymously. Why not? It'll be good for you. Then moon moves into your seventh house, and that's happening on the, it's happening on the 15th afternoon till the 17th, and it's going to be right opposite Jupiter in the Lagna, trying to Mercury, aspected by Saturn, so double transit on your seventh house. Now, this is the house of your partner. It is about the union, earthly ties. So when it is in the seventh house, you're too emotional about your relationship. Now, double transit means that it is going to activate. Now, moon is also here, so it is going to activate your marriage. It is going to be giving you some kind of relationship, or you can also, have harmony in your relationship with Jupiter also right opposite here. So fair agreements, balance, idealizing others, avoiding solitude. You are actually, enjoying also during this time when moon is here. You wear new clothes, I've seen. When moon is here, you travel, you eat, dine out. So take your family out for a change. You'll feel better. Or maybe there are meetings back to back and you're just spending time with your, delegates who are there. So you're discussing business also. Some business meet is there. Okay. So good. Also, you must spend some time with your partner. Discuss the, common topics. So that is going to enhance your equation and chemistry and bonding with your partner also. Then moon moves lastly in the 8th house of yours on the 18th. And that's opposite Mars and in trine to Sun and in trine to Ketu also. So you need to firstly take care of your health, because whenever Ketu and Mars look at a particular zone, if you want to go in for a surgical process, you can do it on this day. Also, when Mars and Ketu, see, there are two signs which are impacted by Mars and Ketu simultaneously. Number one is Leo sign, because it is hem between Mars and Ketu, and Mars and Ketu are looking at your Capricorn sign. So what happens when these two signs are getting impacted? You might just have issues in communication. You're not able to speak your mind. You are not able to make decisions that quickly. Or you feel that, there is an issue going on in your sibling's life. But in the 8th house, you need to actually, be more on the working behind the scenes. It's great for shadow work, therapy, astrology, research. This is also uncovering hidden wisdom. Okay. Mars Ketu, surgery, or any kind of, if you want to go in for any kind of treatment, even Ayurvedic treatment you can do during this time. Okay. It's because Tina, Ketu and Mars are, here casting their impact on the Capricorn sign. That is the only reason. But yeah, once Rahu leaves your Saturn, ruled sign. So things are going to get better. Don't worry. By the end of the month, you will see that the things are getting better for you. Okay. So there is a fear of loss when it is moon in the 8th house. So you should be more charitable, if you, and also worship Lord Shiva. It is very good for Capricorn rising, because somebody has asked me, so I'm telling you a remedy. Worship Lord Shiva. You will see Mahamrityunjay chants. Mahamrityunjay is actually when you have, I can't do it. He'll save you. You wait and see. I have tried it on myself. Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukam Eva Vandana Mrityu Mamita. Just do it. I don't know, I'm getting goosebumps. Or Om Namah Shivaya, whatever. Okay. Now Imanu is waiting. I must proceed to the next sign, which is Cancer. So Imanu, what do you want to know first? Write your question again. I'm going to be doing the reading simultaneously for you. Okay. So, sorry. Cancer. Just imagine what I did just now. Okay. Your name was here, Imanu. That's so nice. So what exactly is happening for Cancer natives is that moon is going to be in your 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th houses. Okay. So now with moon in your 4th house, this is a very, it's a new beginning time. Actually, new beginnings happen when it is a full moon. And in the 4th house, you are very focused on the 12th. You'll be very focused on your home. How I can, be more clear on my emotions, my family, how I can be more traditional, connect with the roots. Also the inner joy, mental stability, all that happens. How you feel when you are at home? You do feel good, no? Okay. So this is a very beautiful day for you to worship Lord Shiva, or, just be in that inner peace, inner joy. And also, you can be a little lazy also on this day. You can laze around. Maybe you're working from home. Okay. And it is on the 12th that we have Vishakha full moon also. And this is also the time when it is going to be right opposite Mercury and is also aspected by Mars. Okay. So you need to be very careful about your aggression. Maybe you can pick up a fight with someone. It can give you some kind of issues. Okay. So that is something you have to be careful about. Then moon moves into your also, you can redo your place, renovation, etc. if you want to. Then moon moves into your 5th house, where he debilitates in the 5th house. And 5th house, 13 to the 15th afternoon. I'll give you a reading, Imanu, just a bit. 13 to 15th afternoon in the Scorpio sign, where it is going to be right opposite Jupiter, trying to Venus, Saturn, and Rahu. So this is a time when, you need to focus on learning. Learn your lesson. What is it that the divine is indicating you to do? Also, it is a good time for recreation, entertainment. You can just go for watching a movie on this day, maybe, or you can be with your partner. You can be also, very soulful on this day. You can be following your learning skills, teaching skills, artistic pursuits during this time. You can be very romantically involved with your partner. It's like deep romance, spiritual creativity. And also, you have to avoid any kind of arguments with people. You can be less, I would say, clear on what you really want during this time. It can lead to some kind of confusion, because Rahu is in trine also, not to forget. You can be more into learning about, something which is offbeat, not the conventional learning. Some people will learn mantra, some people will learn tantra. So that kind of tantra mindset you can have on this day. But don't worry, things are falling in place gradually, because moon is going to be in your 6th house, and 6th house is the house of routine, service, health, conflict. Also, competition basically. So if you want to sit for an exam, if you are a student native, so this is a good day for you. You should be more into on the healing side. Don't argue on this day, because there's a double transit also on Sagittarius sign on this day. So your dharma is tested. What exactly is the way to put your action, the action oriented you? This is a very good time, a very productive day for you, basically, on the 15th afternoon to the 17th. It is going to be in the sign or ruled by Jupiter also. And Jupiter is looking its own zone. So you are going to be working on your enhancement of knowledge, your servitude attitude, how you can be more righteous in your service, how you can be much better about how you can take care of yourself. That is also clarity in health, no? So here, when moon is, you should take good care of yourself. You should take good care of your body. You can start also, working out. Maybe you have been thinking of doing it from a long time and the new cycle is beginning here. So you can start that. You should ignore taking, don't be lazy, but don't be overexerting also. You can be in that, that stress level, is going to enhance. If you're too much into the workaholism, you have to be very cautious about that. Donate medicines if at all you're having lungs problem or liver problem. So related to that, you should donate on this day, okay, especially. Then moon is going to be in your 7th house on the 18th, and it's going to be right opposite Mars, and is going to be forming a niche bhanga here, and is going to be trying to Sun Ketu also. Now here, it is a little difficult time that you're going through in your relationship. This might just be bringing about upheavals in your job front also, because it's the 10th sign of the natural zodiac, which means that it can give you issues at the workplace. Always see the condition of Capricorn also. If you're having problems in career, why? Because there is a dispositor lord conjunct Rahu, and Mars is looking, Ketu is also looking here. So it is giving you troubles here. Okay. So when 7th house is there, idealize others. Okay. Avoid solitude and idealize other, and be with people. Take the help of others. Okay. Now, this is also the time when you can take your family out for dinner. You can maybe, converse with people who are, your seniors and bosses, travel. Something like that will trigger as well. Pluto is retrograde, so that is also causing issues. Now, Imanu's question, please. I'm sorry. He or she is waiting from a long time. Cancer ascendant here in Mars Mahadasha. See, Mars is here now. Mars exalts in your 7th house, but debilitates in your 1st house any which ways. And it is back and forth in Gemini and Cancer. Lost the job at the beginning of Rahu Antardasha. Mars Mahadasha and Rahu Antardasha, or Rahu Mahadasha and Mars Antardasha, is not considered to be very good. Okay. And in the beginning of Rahu Antardasha, still searching, been 100+ days, please guide for remedies. Okay. Now, I cannot give you remedies to get a job. Nobody on this planet will change your destiny. I can simply just tell you, wait for this Mars exit from June onwards. You will see that things have started to move, because your 10th lord is in debility. And I don't have my list here. Last year, October, Mars went into, I think, Cancer sign. And then in January, it went into Gemini, and again in Cancer sign in Feb. So this is Feb. Yeah, I think so. Feb or March, whenever it went back into Cancer sign. So it is not giving good results till now for that reason, because your Yoga Karak Graha is debilitated. So whenever Mars is in debility, it impacts your love relationship also, and your professional career growth also. So don't worry. June 7th, it's going to be transiting Leo sign. It's going to be conjunct Ketu. No problem. Ketu does well in Leo sign. So you will get a job at that time, because it's going to be in the 5 places away from your 10th house also. So be rest assured. Don't worry. Just Just if you want to do the remedy for your satisfaction's sake, you should worship Lord Hanuman. That is the only thing that you can do. Recite Hanuman Chalisa. Okay, recite Hanuman Chalisa. And if you can, connect with your siblings, if you have siblings, connect with your siblings, help them. Thank you so much. I hope this helps, and all the best. Coming to the next one, that is, and of course, there are so many other planetary positions. We have to see Jupiter's grace is there, where it is. It's very important graha for Cancer natives. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ellis, for watching. And Emanu, I hope I helped. This helps. I hope so. Now, for Leo natives, Moon is going to be transiting your third, fourth, fifth, and sixth houses. So when we talk about the third house, that's the house of mental inclinations, your ability, your intellect, inclination to study. So this is a good time to connect with your cousins, siblings, friends, neighbors. This is also good for correspondence, writing, change of residence, because it's 12th from the 4th. So this is a good time for signing contracts, etc. You might just on the 12th start something new. Maybe you can just start some journaling, or you can start some public speaking program, learning a new skill, or maybe your spiritual warrior awakens, and you're just going to be working on your wisdom and bravery. And wisdom will be I will not say that you're going to be you can be very emotional also, and you can be very kind to your siblings also on this day. So intelligent networking is seen from Libra sign here in the third house. So this is a good time to help someone with your words. Okay. Always be helpful. I always say that just don't do things selfishly. There are so many things that you're doing for yourself. So why not just calm someone by your words on this day, as it's a full moon time. So it's good if you can do it. Moon is bright on this day, basically. Also, Moon will be transiting your fourth house on the 13th to the 15th afternoon in the Scorpio sign. It's going to be right opposite Jupiter, which is just on the verge of changing signs on this day. And it's going to be trying to Venus, Saturn, and Rahu in the 8th house also. So when we talk about the fourth house, it's a very homey kind of a place. You feel that you want to connect with your mother, you want to sit in the lotus feet of your guru, you want to just follow your traditional value system, you want to just do things for yourself. Maybe you want to purchase a vehicle this day, and you want to just drive things that you really get that calming effect from. So you're going to be doing all of that. And this is also a good time period to visit your ancestral property, maybe. And a moon is debilitated, not to forget. So you have to work on your mental stability on this time period. Don't be lazy. Don't get that what do you call that, emotional escapism. So don't get entrapped in that kind of a state of mind also. And also, it's good if you connect with your family members and spend time with them. Maybe they need your emotional support, so support them. Be strong on this day. Do not, maybe you're just going to burst out in tears on this day, that why this is happening to me, why am I fourth house transit makes you really, moon makes you very emotional. That is why this is allocated to the mother is always, this is the mother's lap. Peace, the maximum peace you get is in mother's lap. People say that, no, my mother was abusive, my mother was this, my mother was that. But always remember that, you've done something. That is why you've got those kinds of parents, the abusive parents, whenever you get that. So you should forgive them. Always quit your karma. If you have a moon in the fourth house, especially, you're going to be having Saturn in the fourth house. Oh my gosh. Ketu in the fourth house. These are not good positions. Mars in the fourth house, very difficult relationship. Forming a connection with 8th house, doomed. Okay, anyhow, that's a different combination. In a flow, I say so many things. Then moon will be transiting your 5th house, and that's happening on the 15th afternoon to the 17th, and it's going to be in Sagittarius sign, where it's going to be right opposite Jupiter. Now Jupiter has transited here. It is just, like gaining strength gradually. So here in the 5th house, you are going to be in having this moon in trine to Mercury also. And it's going to be aspected by Saturn, and there's a double transit on your 5th house. Good time to conceive, good time for progeny, good for learning, good for artistic pursuits, good for creativity. This is also a good time period to connect with your mental setup and recreation, entertainment, etc. Though Saturn, when looks at a particular place, it just, puts you in refrains you from doing things. Entertainment, not at all for Saturn. Saturn is a karmakara. He's the Kal. He doesn't want to waste time. He doesn't like doing that. So it's good for competitive activities. It's good for relationship. If you want to reconcile with someone, it is like a spiritual creativity with Saturn and Jupiter looking at the zone together, and moon is also there. So bright intellect, deep romance, spiritual creativity, and maybe, there can be some kind of arrogance in your knowledge also, because Jupiter is looking here. So that is something you have to be very cautious about, and don't make unwise decisions in your romance. Ex-partner comes back to your life and you just, reconcile and then regret later. So recite Guru Mantra. If you have any kind of issues, especially related to Sagittarius or Pisces or Jupiter, you should recite, Guru Mantra. Om Guruve Namaha. Okay. And I've given a flower remedy, if you have any issues in your relationship, you should actually do that flower remedy I've given in my Jupiter transit into Gemini. I don't know why that video is not getting views. I'm not running after the views, sorry, but I want people should get the remedies. They should know the remedies, the practical remedies also have mentioned. So please try to forward and share that video, so that I don't know why people are not sharing. I could make that out. It's a long video, but there are so many timestamps also I've given. So try doing those remedies, when moon is especially in the 5th house, Jupiter is looking here. So this people will say Gajakesari yoga because they are in Kendra to each other. But, for me, the Gajakesari yoga is good if you're learning the lesson, your vice, then it is definitely a very positive thing to do. Okay. So it is going to be in the 6th house on the 18th, and it's going to be right opposite Mars. It's going to be trying to Sun Ketu. So 6th house energy is also getting very, very heavily charged here. Your Lagna as well as 6th house are getting very, very malefically, or I would say they are, you're dealing with lots. You feel that, there's a blocked energy. There is something which is stopping you, because Ketu and Mars, are on the either sides, and similar to the Capricorn sign. So you're feeling that there is something which is a blocked energy. You want to just, break free. You want to do things. You want to just get better. And Sun in the 10th house definitely is good. 9th house, it was good. And now in the 10th is not bad either for your work, authority, etc. But, you do feel that, you're supposed to get that recognition. You want to be more productive, but you're not able to. So dharma is tested through action. That is what is the theme. And you need to be careful about your, your body. You need to take care of yourself, because there can be some chronic stress which can, start, or which can erupt. Also, be more charitable. Help someone at the workplace. Maybe work in a team. You need to devote more time to your work and your co-workers, and help them, your subordinates. Also, at the same time, take care of your fitness also. You might just be gaining weight and you're feeling very uneasy, or you're just losing weight, or there's some water retention that you're going through, you're experiencing. So you need to take care of your body first, and also heal yourself. Connect with some NGO. This is good for donating medicines, for the, for children, especially children, or we can also feed the stray animals. That's a good time, good for them. Okay. So this is what is the theme of the week, with moon transiting through these 4 houses. And also We have Sun transiting your 10th, Jupiter transiting your 11th. It's a good time period for your, the purpose that you are waiting for to trigger. And it is also going to be giving you some material and spiritual desires to expand, and you're going to be gathering, the harvest of karma during this time period. With Sun in the 10th house, definitely it is good for expansion, career recognition. You're going to be feeling better, and sky's the limit. So enjoy. All right. Coming to the next one. Yeah, I know there's a blocked energy also with Ketu and Mars. So take care of your health. That is why I'm repeatedly saying take care of your health. Coming to the next one, that is Virgo. So for Virgo natives, this week Moon is going to be transiting your second, third, one sec, just a sec. Change. No. All right, never mind, let me. So Moon is going to be transiting your second, third, fourth, and fifth houses this week. Second house transit of Moon is good for planning your budget. Maybe, you're thinking about money matters, your resources, or you're spending lavishly, unnecessarily, so you need to be careful about your money matters. You should connect with your family members, take their help. Maybe you're not getting timely meals also on this day. So it's a full moon time. Moon is full and moon is quite bright. So this is a very good time period for, stabilizing your finances. It is a beginning time. Improve your family relationship, refine your speech, take care of your eyes, dental issues, teach, counsel. Also, some ethical income. You should be sticking on to some ethical income, because Jupiter is also going to be after, some time, a couple of days, will be looking at your second house. So it will definitely be good for nourishing your family life, your speech, your grace, and also, you will be financially quite sound with this. Feed the needy on Thursdays. Just looking at the whole horoscope, I'm saying, so not just for this. Also, Moon is going to be in your third house on the 13th to the 15th afternoon in the Scorpio sign, where he debilitates. Now, in the third house, it is the house of mental inclination. It is the house of courage. It is the house of firmness, valor, and younger siblings, cousins, throat region, shoulder blades. Also writing, correspondence, change of residence, etc. happens. PR, visa, we have to see from the third house. It is the house of documentation also. So you are going to be, actually it's the parakrama. It is the effort. What kind of effort are you putting in? So this is the good time to boost your boldness by writing, by media, by creativity, by self-expression. On the 13th to the 15th afternoon, it's going to be in trine to Rahu, Venus, and Saturn also. So you're going to be really productive on this day. Your partner is going to be very productive. You're going to be, because it is in the fifth house, so it might just be giving you some, mantra siddhi also. Your partner might be learning during this time some artistic pursuits, that are hidden. So it is definitely going to be good for public speaking, travels, journaling. You're mentally quite active, hyperactive, I would say. The mood swings, that kind of a day. So you need to also align that, learn a new skill, focus on meditation. You can be a little restless also when we come to the third house affairs. So you need to serve your community with your words, heal others by your words, by your, writing, speaking skills, etc. So connect with your neighbors, friends, cousins, friends also, those who are very, very close to you, like siblings. That is what we see from the third house. Otherwise, outside friends are 11th house. Then we see Moon traveling into or transiting through your Sagittarius sign, and that's from the 15th afternoon to the 17th afternoon. And it's going to be in trine to Mercury, aspected by Saturn, and double transit happens on your fourth house. Now, fourth house is the house of peace. It's the house where, it's the house of mother, it's the house of domestic environments, it's about your private affairs. Maybe you're going to be purchasing property, vehicles, you're going to be Also visiting your ancestral property during this time, or you're going to be working through that. This is actually, where, it's the heart. It's a heart lotus. When we talk about the fourth house, I really, feel that, oh, because I was very attached to my mom. I was very attached to my mom-in-law. So I really miss them. But I know they're blessing me. So the fourth house is, the heart lotus. So it is like, when moon sits there, it's like, I see my mom-in-law sitting on that lotus. So just imagine, it could be a mother, it could be goddess sitting there. So imagine goddess Saraswati, goddess Lakshmi, goddess Parvati, goddess Durga sitting there, on that lotus. So you will feel that that's my remedy. That's the peace that you get. Okay. So connecting to your childhood days, childlike this is the time when you will be getting very emotionally drawn to your people, your childhood days. So this is a very good time to connect with your traditional roots. Also, this is going to be making you lazy. You're going to be renovating your place. There are some leakages, etc. So you're doing all of that, or you just grab a book and you start reading. So that is the kind of energy which is going to be prevalent when moon is going to be in your fourth house. And this is a good time, if you can on this day light a small diya, tea light candle in the east direction of your house, apart from your puja room. Okay, so if you will do it, it is going to be for the ancestors, an extra diya, okay, an extra lamp. Then a moon moves lastly into your fifth house, and that's happening on the 18th in Capricorn sign. So it is right opposite Mars. Breaking the Neech Bhanga is happening, breaking the Bhanga. So the Nicha Bhanga, sorry, is going to be in trine to Sun, and it's going to be in trine to Ketu also. So it can bring about some issues that you have to deal with your partner, romantic partner, or your children. You need to really learn or teach on this day. If you can just teach someone, or your children, maybe, if you want to, or if you are a student native yourself, so read, study, be more creative, that artistic you, and the soul expresses divine intelligence, as if, so bright intellect, deep romance, spiritual creativity, all this is seen from here. But you can be making some unwise decisions in your romance also. Some unwise decision related to something or the other. So you need to be really careful about that. Just a sec, I'm thirsty. Okay, thank you. So in case you're feeling that, you're not able to make right kind of decisions during this day, I think you should avoid, because you can go impulsive and you make some wrong decisions in your affair, in your love, in your relationship. And maybe you can be overindulgent also in your, entertainment activities. You can be very creative on this day, so utilize your energies here. What kind of creativity you make it, a creativity towards the right direction, or you can just waste it in amusement, sports. Sports, of course, I love doing that. If you can spend time on your hobby on this day, it's good, but don't be overindulgent in recreation or anything that takes you away from the productivity. So just avoid that. And you can recite a guru mantra on this day also. It will be really helpful. Also, Jupiter is going to be transiting your 10th house, and so is Sun in your 9th. So when Jupiter is in the 10th house, this is going to improve your authority, your image in public, and you will gain some kind of respect in the public. You will definitely be shining during this time. Some kind of workload is going to increase also. And then Sun is going to be in your 9th house. So this is a good time to actually, guide through dharma, follow some kind of rituals, or you can do some rituals, spiritual practices, or maybe you're going to be learning something, some kind of philosophy, or maybe you'll be taking some spiritual tours, or you'll be meeting some guru during this time period. So this is a good transit for you of Surya also, because it's coming out of your 8th house. So visit some ashrams, temples, place of recreation also, but learn more. If you are a student native, especially, you learn more. This is a good time period for doing so. Okay. So that way it is a good week for you. And Saturn, Venus, and Rahu are in your 7th house. Rahu is moving backwards. So again, this is a big time relief for you any which ways. Coming to the next one, that is Libra. My dear Libras. I don't know how many Libras I know. I have no idea. Most of the Libra clients are coming back and back and back and back and back. Okay. So for Libra natives, the moon is going to be in your 1st house, 2nd house, 3rd house, and that's happening on the 12th when we have a full moon in your 1st house also. Moon is full. That means it's the time to start something afresh. Maybe if you have to sign a document, if you want to sign some, something which is very important, or you want to learn something new, or you want to get that recognition or prosperity, you have to think of. So this is a time of growth, because the cycle has just begun also. And there is a full moon also. That means there is definitely going to be some new beginning waiting for you. You may feel more righteous. You may feel drawn to leadership, learning, teaching. Also, this is a good time to upgrade yourself, heal yourself and heal your identity. Basically, what are you here for? So ethical grounding is very essential, because Jupiter will also be looking at your 1st house, which we have to also remember. So that ego inflation will not work. Mood swings will not work here. So structure your life now. General structuring, is required. And also, that moral superiority, that is also very important. Stay humble on this day and do a good deed, help someone during this time period. True wisdom is quiet. It doesn't make sound. Then 13th to the 15th afternoon, moon is going to be in your 2nd house. 2nd house is the house of money matters, fortune, profit, gains, or losses. Then it is also about food, family, finance, and this is about your resources. You might just spend unnecessarily. You might just not feel good. This is a good time to make ethical income, not the greed income, income from greed, interest. That is something which definitely is not going to be, will not stay. People who take the, give money, the money lenders especially, their work is to pay, to give money and then take interest. But you should also give some money from that interest money to, in a way of donations, help someone, hospitals, NGOs, or education institutions, orphanages. You should, or leper patients, you should help, or any kind of hospitals you can get attached to, if at all you're taking any income, which is an extra income from the money lending. Okay, so those people. So ethical income is when we see the 2nd house. So that is when moon is there. So don't overspend and then regret. So be careful about that spending part, that I meant, that you don't consume your resources, save them. Sankuchit. That is why this is the 2nd house. Family members, you might just be getting connected to, taking them out for dinner. You're just chit-chatting, or maybe, you're just thinking about how you can change your vehicle. You're thinking about where we should shift out to. So all these things are being discussed. So you can be working through your food. Maybe, you're okay, I have to change my dietary habits now. So that is also going to be discussed maybe on this day. Then moon moves into your 3rd house, and that's happening on the 15th afternoon to the 17th. There's a double transit also for you for till October in your 3rd house. So this is a very good time period to make the best use of your intellect, your inclination to study, travel. Your sister and brother will definitely be flourishing as well. This is a good time to learn a skill, writing, maybe writing, journaling, communication. Maybe you're going to be also signing some contracts, agreements during this time. So this is a good period when moon also transits here. You're going to be having a intelligent networking now. So the travels will teach you some good lessons, maybe with your coworkers, you're traveling for a meeting or something, and you just, are discussing something and you come out with a solution and you start something different, something new. So that is something which will trigger in the third house. Third house, if you will see, from third, there is in your sixth house, there is a lot of configuration of planets. So sixth house is the house of your health, enemies also. So you will be able to overcome those enemies, but it will take some time. The enemies are because it is in your sixth house though, but this is fourth from the moon on that day. So maybe your relationship with your mom on that day, or maybe you will have some deep relationship. You will be discussing something very important on this day with your uncles, aunts, mother. That kind of a energy is going to be prevalent. Also in Sagittarius, what else is happening? Trine to Mercury also. Okay. It isn't trine to Mercury. That means you'll be very communicative on this day when moon is in the third house. So it's good if you serve the community by your words, heal them by your words, teach them. No loud opinions. No, do this. No, you do that. No, just do things unconditionally. Okay. Communicate, help others. That is going to be really helpful for you instead also. Also, lastly, moon is going to be in your fourth house on the 18th. Okay, it enters, and then, of course, it will be carried forward to the next week also. And okay, Buddha Purnima is there. I've told you already. Yeah. So in the fourth house, it's the house of mother. It is nourishing the mind and heart when moon is here. Always remember when moon is in Capricorn sign, mother is strict. The mother is very strict kinds or is very disciplined kinds. So your relationship with your mother needs to heal on this day. It's better that you're conversant. You just break the ice, speak with her. Okay. And also this will give you mental stability, inner joy. Maybe you're working through your renovations at home. You're very happy, but you are going to be really working very hard to maintain that kind of stability, to balance things out. And also, you will be connecting with your childhood days, with your childhood friends also when it is the fourth house energy. It is about your private affairs, your childhood days. This is also good for connecting with your ancestors. So that is why when moon is there, you should light a diya. Now for you, it is in the south direction. If you can light a lamp in the evening towards the south direction, it is good for you. So when moon is in your, especially on the 18th, light a lamp, light a diya, light a candle, light a tea light. Okay. So you can just light it in the south direction of the house, apart from your altar, the prayer that you're doing. Okay. And do not escape from anything. Upfront, be upfront with your fears, insecurities. Accept. Don't escape. And also don't be lazy. Okay. So this is what is going to be. And what else? Okay. Jupiter is going to be transiting your 9th house on the 14th, and Sun will be transiting your 8th house. Now, you see in the 9th house, this is a good transit for you for sure, because you're going to be more philosophical. You're going to be meeting your gurus, your teachers, you're learning more. This is going to guide your dharma path, where you should be going. And this is also very positive for wisdom, faith, noble teachers, spiritual rebirth. 9th house is about your intuition, your foresightedness, basically. So Jupiter is going to show you your path. You're going to be actually spiritually reborn when Jupiter is in the 9th house. Remember, this is a very beautiful time for you guys, because now you will get that clarity. What do you want to do? Where you want to go? What kind of direction will be good for you? Foreign travels, all that we see from the 9th house, no? And 8th house is the house of longevity. Sun going there definitely is good for your health. In case you have been having some issues, now is the time you will feel better. Sun in the 8th house also brings about clarity. It also is good for things which were hidden from you. They will come into limelight. If you were having some health problems, now they will be they will be brought into limelight. Okay, this is what the diagnosis will be made, to be precise. What is it that is bothering me? What is it that I have to, unless you get to know, how will you heal? How will you heal yourself or your body if you don't even know what is the problem like? So sun entering the 8th house, people say it's not a good time period of the year. It is not good for work, or maybe, regarding your profession, name, fame, rather. So here in the 8th house, it is going to be giving you that research depth. You're going to be working behind the scenes. Intuition gets better. Scandals and all will come into limelight of other people. Okay. And also meditate Lord Shiva. This is a very beautiful time period to worship Lord Shiva. He'll give you that strength and clarity. Okay. So this is what is going to be happening this week. And just don't fall prey to your emotions, negative emotions, I would suggest, because you're thinking too much negative. I know, I just 2 days back only, I did the reading of a Libra native, and she was really under depression because of just thinking too negative. So what is happening? You're manifesting that energy even more. The divine is over and above the planets, remember. So you have to manifest the energies from the divine, the positive energy. You have to ask Parampita, you have to give it to me. So he will. Okay. So what you will ask, you will get. So change your vocabulary. Oh, I have so much of problem. I have this, I have that. No. Say, I'm happy. I'm not that happy today. I want to be happier. Okay. Say, change your vocabulary. So it will really help you. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Scorpio. For Scorpio natives, this week, Moon is going to be transiting your 12th, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd houses. Okay. In your 12th house, you have a full moon also happening. That means Moon is full. The transit of Moon in the 12th house is the last day when Moon is going to be for 2 quarter days in the last sign of your zodiac. So that means this is the time to, actually, this is the most spiritual place. Why? Because now you have seen the cycle, of 1st house, 2nd house, 3rd house, all the events have taken place. Now, this is the rest time. That is why it's said that, you go into that isolation zone. This is the house of moksha. This is the house of retreat. This is the house of foreign travels. It's a loss of self, as if. So that is why it is for your higher growth that when Moon is here. So you're in isolation, you're meditating, you're reinvigorating, rejuvenation, you're in that retreat zone, you're in that zone when you are learning about your own fears. You're able to face. And what all happened? What is it that I have to do? What is it that I have to undo? You're thinking of all of that. Also, when you're in that Moon in the 12th house, you're a poetic you. You're journaling, you're writing poetry. You're looking at the sun, moon, looking at the moon. Moon is full. So you'll be maybe, you might just come up with a story, with a narrative, or with a, maybe with some ritual. You might just perform some ritual. It's good if you make kheer on this day and have. Keep it under the moonlight and have. Kheer is it's a pudding. It's a pudding made of rice and milk and sugar. So you can add some dry fruits also, and it becomes a very tasty pudding. So try making a kheer, put it in a silver bowl, place it under the sun, under the moonlight, and after a couple of hours or 3 hours time, just consume it. That's a very good remedy when you are having this Moon in the 12th house, especially. and you have a full moon also. So it's a good time period, in fact, to start something new. So this is going to help you, and you're going to, find that direction. Okay, I have to go this way, because you get clarity. When you have sweet, the rice, sugar, milk, what is this? Ingredients are very powerful ingredients. You must understand. It gives you clarity. It opens up, the blood gushes, and all the cells, when they open, when you eat something like this, your taste buds, so it will give you good ideas. Remember, everything is linked to food, everything. So you will get that insight, you'll get that peace, you'll be meditative, you will get that direction now. So or maybe you're going to be supporting someone during this time period, in the hospital, ashram, or maybe somebody who's not well, or somebody who needs your attention. Maybe you're going to be helping some student in the exams, okay, teaching someone. But you're definitely in that isolation zone, maybe preparing your presentation you have to deliver next day. Could be that also. You're busy, in isolation. You're with people, but you're in isolation. Then moon moves into your first house on the 13th to the 15th afternoon, and it's going to be right opposite Jupiter, and it's going to be in trine to Venus, Rahu, Saturn. So this is the time when, your cycle begins now in the first house. First house is the house of personality development, honor, dignity, prosperity, general well-being, and also general structure of life. As if, this is the first house traits. So it is about yourself, your body, your dharma path. So what exactly what is that spiritual sense of direction that you really need to follow? And also moon is debilitated here. So you are going to be, a little moody on this day. Or maybe you expect others to be emotionally inclined with you, or you're wanting that reciprocation you're not getting. So you can be a little restless also. So do unconditionally. Help someone unconditionally during this time period. Also, learn something, some new skill. And moon is in the first house, especially in the Scorpio sign. For you people, especially, this is a research mindset. These are research mindset people. They are always into that, they're helpful to others and they're healing others. They're in that zone, always thinking deep. So this is the time when, you will know your self-worth. What is it that I should follow? What is it, the direction that I should follow? So healing with, of identity happens when moon is in the first house. You might just be traveling. You might just be starting a new business. There can be a new conversation that you're going to be striking, or you're going to be filing a lawsuit, or maybe you're filing your documents on this day. That can also happen, no? Or you're just dating someone and proposing someone on this day. Could be anything. Depends on your personal chart, of course. Or maybe you're going to be joining a job. New job proposal comes in. And stay humble. When moon is in the first house, stay humble. And work in silence. Don't show off a bit. Big things. Then moon moves into your Sagittarius and second house on the 15th afternoon to the 17th. And this is where it is going to be right opposite Jupiter in the 8th house, and is going to be also in trine to Mercury, aspected by Saturn. So there's a double transit on your second house. Second house is the house of resources, money matters, gains, losses, power, food, finance. And also you might just purchase some jewelry, ornaments, your clothes, you're just too much involved in money matters. So you're thinking about resources, not bad. Connect with your family member, take help and advice from them. Maybe you're going to be having some sweets on this day, or good food on this day, or maybe you're having a delayed, meal. But this is a good time if you can, teach someone, counsel someone. It'll be real good support, because Jupiter is also looking here from the 8th house, no? Good for purchasing, a vehicle. If you want to change your vehicle, you can do that also. And your resources, your money, your income should be from ethical income. It should be an ethical income, not, a corrupt income, because Jupiter is looking here. Be righteous. And also, you should not have that material attachment during this time. Oh, I should have bought that. Oh, I should have done that. Oh, I should have made this property. I should have saved this much money. So you will just get involved and entrapped in this vicious cycle, especially when moon is here also. And Saturn is also looking here, not to forget that. So it will definitely help you save. You might just become a little more miserly. Okay. Nourish yourself. This is a good time for abundance. Feed the needy, especially on Thursdays, because Jupiter is in the 8th house. Then moon moves lastly on the 18th in your 3rd house. 3rd house is the house of communication, courage, siblings, skills, mental setup. What is your mental inclination? Intellect. Okay. Correspondence, writing, journaling. Also throat, hands. So you might just be making some, something like, you're cooking and you're just going on cooking for 2/4 days. That is not the whole night, of course, not night time. But out of 54 hours, you might just 24 hours is just, gone in cooking. Maybe you're baking cake and you're just into it. So it's said that when moon is in the 3rd house, you keep doing that particular task, what you have started doing when moon enters the 3rd house. So could be that you're just going on repeatedly doing one thing. Maybe you're writing something, you're journaling, so you're just reading a book, whatever. So that is why, when you see the authors, they just, when they're writing a book, they are focused. They just want to be doing that. So maybe they start when moon transited their 3rd house. So the book comes out to be very well. It comes out to be good. So with your neighbors, you can reconcile now. This is a good time. In case you're feeling a little restless, over talking, etc., might, just avoid that. You're just blabbering at times. So that is something you have to be very careful. Intelligent networking is required, not silly talks. Okay. Help others by your knowledge, by your wisdom, rather than, expecting others to help you out in your knowledge and all. Okay, maybe somebody you want to strike a conversation who's at that level, similar to yours. That is something you might just meet those kinds of like-minded people also. Okay. There's a niche bhanga to Mars also. Mars is in the 9th house. So it could be bringing about travels to you and some changes in your, of course, maybe you're going to be buying, purchasing property. You're going to be learning more. Education wise, it's a good transit because moon is right opposite. So you might just learn more about maybe your engineering or technical, basically technical things you learn, and good for higher skills, higher knowledge as well. And Rahu, Saturn, Venus are as it is in your 5th house. So it might just be bringing about some relationship issues because 5th house is the house of romance, intelligence, mantra, and children also, creativity also. So good for children, good for growth, but it is not good for your intimate relationship because Rahu gives, but Saturn doesn't. So your ex-partner might just come back because of the physical chemistry and bonding, but it will not trigger now because you will ignore that relationship now because Saturn is looking at your 7th house and Sun is also going to be in the 7th house, not to forget. 7th house Sun is not considered to be that good because it debilitates in this place in the 7th house of the natural zodiac. So there can be some ego clashes in your relationship. So you need to be careful about this and avoid solitude because Sun here could make your partner that way. Solitude amongst each other, that you both are not having that kind of relationship. Ego clashes can happen, but you're working through your finances well. Okay. You can be spiritually inclined also during this time period. So could be a teacher, you get married or meet a teacher as your partner also during this time period. All right. I hope I've done all the transit. Okay, I have to tell you about Jupiter in consolidated manner. I'm making this video. So Jupiter is going to be in your 8th house. So this is a good time period to get into healing, research-oriented jobs, or anything where you learn more, uncovering hidden wisdom. Jupiter in the 8th house does that. So this is a good time for you to find that kind of a guru, maybe an online guru, or maybe you're thinking of some in-depth knowledge So you might just find that. And also this is a good time for working in isolation. Isolation means behind the scenes, in case you have to learn something or you want to share your knowledge. So maybe it could be an online knowledge you can share as well. Coming to the next one, which is Sagittarius. You all can sleep in case you are in that time zone where it is time to retire for the day. Okay, for Sagittarius natives, moon is going to be in your 11th, 12th, 1st, and 2nd houses. So in the 11th house, this is the house of networking. This is the house of gains, desires, wish fulfillment. And there is a full moon in your 11th house in Vishakha, ruled by Jupiter. Now here, it is going to be opposite Mercury. It is going to be our opposite Sun, aspected by Mars. So you are going to have a good chemistry and bonding with your friends now. You might just throw a party or just being with your friends will make you glow. It's that kind of a day. Maybe you're discussing your projects, you're thinking about growth, you're thinking about fulfillment of desires, how I can follow that, a path where you're taking that advice and they're guiding you through that social network that you're actually getting together with. So this is good for wise networks. It's good for humanitarian ideas, good for charity, good for group education programs. So in case you want to do it, you should do it on this particular day when it is 12th of May, and you have a full moon energy also prevalent here. So it is a good time for harvesting your good karma. Okay. Then moon moves into your 12th house on the 13th to the 15th afternoon. And this is the house of liberation. It's the house of retreat. So now you're, as it is, it's a Scorpio sign, moon debilitates there. So this might just bring about some extra expenditure. This is a good time if you do for others, basically, support others, support some ashram, hospitals, or maybe, you're nursing someone. This is also a good time to actually, 12th house is working in isolation behind the scenes. You are working in solitude. You don't want to be with people on this day. You want to just complete your tasks. You're too busy. So you are going to be working, alone. Or maybe this is also the house of retreat. This is also considered to be the house where it's the loss of self. That is why the cycle comes to an end when moon transits here, and new cycle begins when moon transits the first house. It's for everyone. It's said that, in the past life, you were a 12th house sign, and then comes the first house sign. So that's why you end it. And now, or maybe, you will start with the second house sign, second or 12th house only, generally. People say it's a 159 axis, which works, but I have seen, I've not seen, I've observed. How can I say it with surety that this is the sign the other person will get? But it's said so, it's what we have been taught. So, so why I'm saying this is that you can work on that. So now when moon is going to be in your 12th house, work in isolation, contemplate, introspect. What do you want to do? So expenditure part, you have to just save money, but it is also going to give you that intuition. You can be the poetic you can write a poetry, beautiful poetry you can write, when moon is in the 12th house. Okay. And it's debilitated there means you're not practical. You're very emotional. So it's good when you write, when moon is in the 12th house. It's a very good time for meditation, shant. You have to be very, very quiet. That shanti is required. So, but you do get distracted also, or depressed also at times, I've seen, because this is the house of depression also. So you need to you lack direction, so you need to focus. So once you're focused, you will get that direction automatically. So that is why I said, if you're feeling anything negative, you write down those negatives and strike them out. That's a remedy everybody is giving on the YouTube these days. I don't know when I started giving this remedy, when I started this channel. So I used to give it to my students, earlier. I used to teach and I used to give it away. Anyhow, you should actually, just write and strike them out. Whatever you're journaling, that, okay, these are my thought process, and this is good, this is not. So you just have to bifurcate both and strike out the negatives and rewrite the positives. That is how it will amplify. Okay, whatever you want to want things to amplify, you have to write them n number of times or multiple times. Okay, and also support someone on this day, serve the needy or something like that. Then moon moves into your first house. Now the cycle is beginning again. So 15th afternoon to the 17th, it is going to be in your first house, opposite Jupiter, enjoying to Mercury, aspected by Saturn also. So this is a double transit on your first house as well. So when we talk about the first house is your personality, yourself. And this is also about your dignity, honor, general well-being, your virtues, your general structure of life. Moon is there, the cycle has just started. So this is a good time to follow a righteous path. This is a good time to have that sense of direction now. What do you want to do? Start something new, start a business, start a relationship, start a job, something very important. So you might just be getting that confidence. It'll elevate your confidence. This can also make you very charismatic. You're just working on your health, on your looks. You might just purchase a property and maybe, you're just unable to decide. You have 2-3 options with you. You're not able to decide that. But remember, Jupiter is also right there in your 7th house. So it'll give you that balanced approach to think of resolving the issues. Don't worry about it. It's good. And also, just take care of your mood on this day. The mood will swing and, you can have some clashes. Don't have the superiority complex that I'm the best and all that during this time period, especially. You might just have some issues to deal with also. Shikha, okay. You have to check the other, Jupiter is going to be transiting your 7th house. It can't be. Whatever you're feeling is wrong. So don't think like that, please. Okay. Because before that, it was in your 6th house. Okay. So cheating is not possible. Also, moon is going to be in your 2nd house, and that's happening on the 2nd house. Lastly, that is on the 18th, when moon is in your Capricorn sign. So when we talk about the Capricorn sign, moon is not too happy in your Capricorn sign. You must know, you have to be disciplined. You have to have a very focused approach for your savings, towards your finances, family, food, relationships, speech. You have to be refined. You have to be very not just refined, but you have to refine yourself, and you have to be careful about your expenditure part. You have to be very disciplined when moon is in the 2nd house. Eat right, sleep on time. All that happens when Capricorn gets active. So you need to work on your expenditures, your resources, your eyes, your dental issues, and also you have to be more imaginative during this time, how you can make money out of money, teaching, banking, counseling. You're thinking about all of that. And also ethical income. In case you have given somebody some hand loan, you might just get it back on this day. Feed your thoughts good food. Okay, so good thoughts. So don't think about negatives during this day, or when you're verbally, confronting others, be careful that you're not harsh or you're not hurtful. You have to be really careful about that. Share your abundance. Okay. And not to forget, Jupiter is going to be in your 7th house. 7th house is good for your marriage, relationship. It's going to be transiting there. It's good for business alliances, improves diplomacy and relational karma. And this is good for ethical partners. I repeat, please. New job you will get once Ketu leaves your 10th house, Shikha. Because Ketu and Rahu, whenever they are transiting the Kendra, they bring about upheavals. Saturn is in your 4th house. You'll be shifting out, or maybe you're going to be relocating, or you're going to be changing your job. Could be anything. You are having this problem of, doubt because Ketu is in the Virgo sign also. So I think you should meditate to come out of this stupid thoughts. Don't think like that. Okay, follow a path of dharma, not adharma. Okay, so respect your spouse. That is the thing. Let him do his own thing. No, how does it matter? You do your karma. People should see, if you feel, it's for everyone. If you feel that my partner is cheating, that is something that you feel. I know sometimes you get to know also, sometimes you don't get to know, but you're just doubting. Always the best thing that you can do about this particular, don't sabotage your marriage. Marriage, definitely on the basis of this suspicion, you can sabotage your marriage. So the best is, do your thing, quit your karma. That person is actually adding on to the karma if he or she is doing that, apart from the outside the marriage. And also remember, there is nothing like ethical or unethical. Remember, in relationship, in case you feel that maybe that person is not having that kind of bonding with you and is getting good bonding outside the relationship, so maybe because of that this marriage is saved. Think like that. I think like that. Maybe it might not sound good that I'm saying I'm encouraging cheating. No, it is not cheating. I don't call it cheating. I feel that to save the marriage, that person is venting out the feelings outside. But this is something that you should not, you should not get carried away in with this emotion so much that you sabotage your marriage yourself. So don't kill it. The person will come back to you. Even if he is outside with someone, he will come back to you. So don't worry. As regards to your job, definitely job is coming your way once Ketu leaves the 10th house zone. Rahu leaves your 4th. Okay. So Sun is going to be in your 6th house. Transiting your 6th house is a good transit for you. Definitely. It is good for your job also, for service also. And, it is going to be giving you that, clarity in your health also. It might just give you that balanced approach now. And financially also, it will support you. This transit is good for you. Help someone anonymously. That is something which will help you also. Donate some medicines or donate something, yeah, good. If you are loyal, it's good for you. It's good for you. See, some people come to me and they say that I can't be unethical. I'm very loyal. So what is your problem? What is the problem with you then? Why you are expecting the other person also to behave the way you are or to do the things as you are? It doesn't matter, no? If the other person is wrong, you can't be wrong. If you are right, the other person has to be right. It's not correct, no? You have your horoscope, that person has his horoscope working. You are a separate identity. You have a different identity. The other person has a different identity. It's just that you people have gotten together because of collective destiny or interlinked destiny. So you're together. It doesn't mean that you have purchased him, you mortgaged him. No. He's leading his life, you're leading yours. Is he doing anything wrong to you? Is he beating you? Is he torturing you? Is he not giving you good food or something? So you are being loyal, so you can't expect loyalty from others. No, that's not right approach. So don't expect the other person to behave the way you are. Don't expect. He's not your sibling. Okay. So just let go of these things, and rise and do things which are definitely positive for you, which will help you grow. Once you leave this suspicion part, I'm telling you, you will get the job also. You have to genuinely try for that. You have to genuinely try giving up on the suspicious part. This is for everyone. I'm not saying only to the person who's asked this question, but for everyone. You will see that one aspect of life is suffering because the other aspect of life you have spoiled. You are not eating good food. You're not eating on time. Definitely, you're sleeping on time. You're spoiling your health, no? That means because of one area of life, the other area is getting impacted. You're overeating. How will it help your health? You are oversleeping. That is also not good for your health. I sleep only for 4 hours, by the way. I must tell you this. Tonight, I think I'm delayed more because I was on call. I was talking to my son and he needed my presence. And I think that I'm a very good mother. I wanted to support him first so that, if I'm mentally not sound. How will I do this video? So I got delayed because of that. I was helping him. I was supporting him because he needed me today. He was in a very bad shape, really very bad shape, because there were some things going on, and that's the reason I got late. And I have no regrets about it. I can be awake the whole night long in case my children need me. You guys are all my family as well. So if you guys need me, my presence here, so I'm giving it to you because it's my duty also, okay, towards you people, because weeklies is a ritual that I have adopted, and I've never missed it. Not even a single video I've missed till now from past 7 years. Okay. Thanks for watching, and thanks for supporting me always. Coming to the next one, Sagittarius, I've spent so much time on you people. So I hope it helps, whatever I've told you guys. Okay. So leave the other person alone. And if you don't like me, don't follow me, please. If this ideology doesn't match or suit you. Sorry about this. Okay, Shikha? Sorry, I didn't switch off the camera. So sorry. So coming to Capricorn. So for Capricorn natives, this is a moon transit through the 10th, 11th, 12th, and first house. And we have in your 10th house, we have a full moon also. So in the 10th house, moon is not too happy. Why? Because, he's too emotional. And when you're working with someone, for someone, you're serving. So, this is not a comfortable place for moon. That is why he loses Digbal here, because emotions definitely we need at home. At the workplace, we have to be practical. We have to make decisions. But here, you're looking for that recognition, that approach, that everybody should respect you. All that starts happening because you're doing and you're putting effort, and you want that kind of results from others also. Yes, Lunar Mystic Vidya, 7 years I have been doing weeklies, and 8 years I have been making the videos on YouTube. And I have no regrets that my subscribers are not increasing. Because I don't publicize, I don't advertise. This is organic growth. So I'm very happy. And there are loyal audience that are watching me. From past 8 years, I know my audience so well. I know who is following me since then and who's followed me in between, and they are still with me. So I'm very happy. That is what I've earned, isn't it? That's more important for me. Even if few people I can change their lives, by my words, I'm done for this life. I have quit my karma, and I will keep doing it, even if my channel just, stays here only forever. Some astrologer, I just wanted to share this. Sorry about this. Some astrologer, told me, a very famous astrologer who was there on my channel also. He once said, "Oh, madam, you will definitely reach 1 lakh subscribers, maybe some next life." Jokingly. Much younger. But when he said that, I was shocked. I said, how does it matter though? But why is he telling me, sarcastically, that my channel will never grow? I said, okay, fine. Perfect. Thank you so much for your wishes. And I am blessing him. I'm doing, whatnot for him. But I didn't know the closing statement was this. I said, okay, fine. Serves me right. So it's okay. It's perfectly fine. If the subscribers don't reach that mark, how does it matter? How does it matter? One fine day, this YouTube shut down. What will happen? What will happen? Those subscribers who are there with us from past so many years, 1 lakh subscribers and all, what will happen then? Sorry about this. I must start the reading again. Sorry about this. So again, I'll write it, Capricorn. Okay, so the reading starts now. For Capricorn natives, moon is going to be in your 10th, 11th, 12th, and first houses. When moon is in the 10th house, you're very emotional about your work. You're very emotional about your public image. You're very emotional about your, your stature. So 10th house is also going to be giving you that success in your endeavors at the workplace. So it's good. On the 12th, you have a full moon also here. So whatever task that you have to complete, you can complete on this day. Also good for your, how you treat your work. So it's good that you change your perspective, okay, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to complete everything, I have to be in aligned with my work. So that is something, you finish one task and then you start another one. So it's a good day. It's a good day for beginning, also for presentations, for any kind of, delegations, you're going to be discussing something. It's going to be a good day for you. Then moon moves into your 11th house on the 13th to the 15th afternoon. 11th house transit is again very good for connecting with your friends. This is also the house of networks, friends, networks, wish fulfillment to VIPs. Maybe, you connect with some bosses, seniors. You're very innovative during this time. Wise networks you will have. Also, humanitarian ideas, charity, creativity, investments. You can plan everything. And whatever you like doing on this day, you should, unwind. Also, this is a good time to, if you can just support some group education programs, if you can connect with some NGO or some education institution on this day, it'll be good for you because you have a Scorpio sign here. So you'll be a very good, teacher with this, moon in your, you can be a good teacher on this day, especially, maybe you have to lecture somewhere or you have to present a presentation. So mentorship program you have to start. So you can do it from this day itself. Okay. Then moon moves into your 12th house, and that's happening on the 15th afternoon till the 17th, when moon is in your Sagittarius sign. And there's a double transit also with Jupiter and Saturn looking here as well in your 12th house. So 12th house is the house of retreat, liberation, moksha, isolation. So this is like, you will dissolve attachments. It's like, you're going to be in that isolation zone. Travels, foreign travels, you're just working on your relationship. So you're just thinking about highs and lows, what happened, what did not. So you're thinking too much about those areas of life, and your dreams will definitely intensify on this day. Your intuition will bloom. You will be thinking about how you can be working through your new project, etc. So you're going to be in that isolation, but working, your mind is working. Or maybe you're even if with your people, but you're thinking about something else. That is isolation. Or maybe you're going to be helping someone, serving someone who's not well. It's like supporting someone in the ashram or hospice care. You're going to be in that zone. That is why the 12th house is the end of the cycle. This is the last, placement for moon in the 12th house. And this is also about losses. So maybe you will have a theft when moon is there. Moon is a thief though, but it can bring about some theft. You might just have some, glass or something that breaks on this day. So be careful, you might just get hurt. So be careful about all that. You might just finish off a book you're reading and you're just reading and reading. I have this problem, when I'm reading a book, I want to complete it. I want to finish it. So unless I finish reading that book, I'm not able to sleep. So that is my problem, when my moon is in the 12th house. Though I'm not a Capricorn rising, I must tell you, that's a disclaimer that people just keep asking me, what sign am I? So I'm a nurturing one, so you can gather from that. I'm a very nurturing one. I'm a very caring one. So you can gather from that. That's the hint that I'm giving you. Also, moon is going to be in your first house on the 18th. Moon in the first house in Capricorn sign, where Mars exalts. Mars is looking here. And also Sun is going to be in trine. Ketu is going to be in trine. So the cycle is going to begin now in the first house. So you're going to be working on your personality, your looks, you can be a little emotional also in the first house. This is a Mars place as it is, in the natural zodiac, first house is the Mars's place. So you need to really, take care of your mental setup. You can be very aggressive, you can be wild, you can be very hurtful in your words, you can be very aggressively working on your professional grounds also. You're going to be really treating yourself really well on this day. I have to complete this task. You're very into, I have to do this, I have to do that. That kind of an imagine that kind of a state. How will you be performing? So that is the enthusiasm that you have on this day. Spiritual sense of direction you will get also. And here Mars is forming a niche bhanga, not to forget that. So you might just purchase a property. This is also a good time period for doing finishing off your tasks that you have started already. So it's a very good period for you. In fact, when moon is in your Capricorn sign. Also, not good for moral superiority. You should not feel that that ego inflation can happen with Mars getting the niche bhanga. Make sure that you have a good connectivity with your partner on this day, physical compatibility. Also, ethical grounding is required, when you're dealing with people. Heal others, try to heal others. Also, there's a new cycle beginning. So you plan your, what you have to do. You plan everything. General structure, you have to plan, I have to do this, I have to do that. I know it is very difficult to get everything going, but still you can plan. You can just be, meticulous about your deeds. Okay, I have to do this, I have to do that. Also, Jupiter is going to be in your sixth house from the 14th onwards. Sixth house transit definitely is good for your general well-being. You're thinking about your health, you're thinking about competition. You can connect with great career in healing, by the way, because Jupiter is in the Gemini sign. So you might just write. It's good for law, NGO, or anything to do with service, servitude, attitude industries. And this is also going to be giving you clarity about your health. You're going to be following that path now where you're going to be paying attention to yourself. Also, moral superiority, ignoring rest, that can also happen. So chronic stress can erupt. So offer help anonymously to others when it is the house of healing, serving others. So help your uncle, aunt, guru, your teacher, mentor someone. Also, Sun is going to be in your fifth house. So this is a good time for being creative, entertainment, progeny, romance, mantra siddhi, intelligence. This is good for artistic pursuits, as it is Sun is, very artistic, creative. Natural zodiac, if you see Sun rules the fifth house, so you superimpose that also. Sun is in its own zone, so you will definitely be more creative and more artistic. And also, this is a good time to be into sports activity. Also, good for acquiring some knowledge, learn something. Good for that divine intelligence, that is the core. Bright intellect, bright light happens. Unwise romantic decisions can be made. This is not a good time to reconcile with your ex-partner. I would not suggest that right now. Okay, because there's a hidden agenda. All right. And what else? I think everything is done. Coming to the next one, that is Aquarius. Do write in the comment section, please. But see, I'm doing like this. If you can see me. The mother me. You have to write it in the comment section, what all happened, what all didn't happen. Okay. So for Aquarius natives, because I have seen nowadays, I don't know, this drama is happening on the internet a lot. People have, don't do this, do this, all this. Why this is happening, I don't know. Can somebody also help me? I can't do the drama, maybe that is why my viewers are not, the audience is not getting attracted to my channel or what. Just asking. I cannot do the drama. I'm just talking to you as if you're right in front of me. Everybody is right in front of me. That is why I like to do the live sessions. I have so much to share with you guys, and you people are sending me the messages. I'm responding to them, the messages also simultaneously. So it's a very interactive kind of a session when you do the live. So that is what I like doing. And in a flow, you tend to speak so much. You tend to impart knowledge also unconditionally. So I can't do that drama. Okay. Anyhow, that's their karma. Let them do. How does it matter? So for Aquarius natives, moon is going to be in your 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th houses this week. So when moon is in the 9th house, it is a good time for divine worship, basically, Also, it is going to be religious, philosophical use, sacrifice, and also good for connecting with your father. It's a full moon time, basically. You learn more during this time period when moon is in the ninth house. See, ninth house is Jupiter's house. Okay, and when moon transits there, this is going to increase your, gurus, your mentors. You're going to be learning more. So this is a start of that. When moon with transit now, it will come back to this spot. So you will see that you learned a lot, because there's a Libra sign here also, not to forget. So people will be very important. They'll be playing, outside people will be playing a very important role. You will get good gurus in your life. So they will be like a guiding light in your life. So dharma path, you will be following that. You'll be following some rituals. There is some homam that you can perform at home. And you're actually, getting too much into, I would say, that is why this is for higher wisdom, higher learning. Also, you're planning your future, bigger picture. You're looking at travels, foreign journeys, going for your what do you call that, university program or something. So you can start all of that, or you can write also. It's good for upskilling yourself in ninth houses about writing and publishing, etc. also. So good for you. It's a good day for you, and it's a Libra Vishakha full moon also for you. So good for new beginnings, actually. Then moon moves into your 10th house on the 13th till the 15th afternoon in the Scorpio sign. And this is right opposite Jupiter. And it's debilitated though, but don't worry, it is going to be trying to Venus, Saturn, and Rahu, which actually, will be giving you some kind of relief here in the 10th house transit of moon. In debility. See, when I talk about the debility, it is not negative, because it will give you that upliftment ultimately, because you have that. It's ucha abhilashi. Ucha abhilashi means that you have that, you aspire to become exalted, because when you are at the lowest position, there is nothing to go beyond that. You will definitely rise, but when you are at the height, where will you go from there? It is just a downhill. Always remember, it is avarohi and arohi, both are two aspects to the same coin. Okay, one is arohi, going towards the, who's actually going towards the exaltation place, and avarohi is going towards the debilitation place. Anyways, not digressing anymore. You will get bored of me, I'm sure. You definitely will leave my channel now. Now, with the moon transiting the 10th house, you're going to be working on your wisdom. You're working on your work, on your profession, career, dignity, honor, esteem, success, too many projects in hand. You're going to be responsible. All of that happens in Scorpio sign, especially. You're very deep, you're very attached to your work emotionally. That is the problem with the Aquarius natives. You get very attached to your work. And when there are emotions attached to the practical realms, it becomes a little bit of a problem, over there. So you need to balance things. You are research oriented mindset. You're really too much into you're too much into learning deeply and imparting your knowledge deeply and working in that direction. So people actually take you otherwise. Why this person is doing so much? What is the purpose of this person to do so much? What is it that this person is, like all of that. So you need to really be more practical on this day, so that you're at least you're not categorized as to overdone kind of a person. But still, you do your thing. That is what I have learned in my life. You do your thing. You don't worry what others are saying. You do your thing, and success will follow. Don't run after success. Success has to follow. Reputation has to follow. If you're dedicated, you will definitely get that success. So here, you might just start new project. You might just meet your bosses and seniors and discuss some ideas. So good for you. Moon will be transiting your 11th house on the Sagittarius, 15th afternoon to the 17th. Now here we have a double transit also of Jupiter and Saturn. Double transit is when a particular zone is aspected by Saturn and Jupiter both. That is the 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th houses, which are actually getting active. Dharma and Karma houses, when they get together, Lakshmi and Vishnu Sthana, actually, we call them. That is also a yoga. So when they are forming a connection, this is a very positive time period to activate that particular zone. That is why it is good when you get the blessings of Saturn and Jupiter. So it's going to trigger the event related to that house. So when it is the 11th house, it is good for your wish fulfillment, desire fulfillment. It is good for, you're going to be gathering the harvest of karma now. With moon going there, you're going to be doing some kind of wise networking. You'll be meeting your friends, and you definitely are going to be doing some humanitarian ideas also. You will be having that kind of mindset where you're going to be mentoring others. You're going to be learning more about your investments, how you can make money out of money, how you can save more money, because Jupiter is in the trine, also being the ruler of your Dhana Bhava. So it is going to upgrade you financially, a very positive time. Any which ways with moon transit there, you're thinking about growth, you're thinking about your network, you're thinking about innovative ideas, creativity, and investments. So you should, maybe you're going to be calling your friends over, or you're going to be throwing a party. So that is something which is going to be taking place on the 15th to the 17th. And this is a good time to connect with those who really need those education program, who are underprivileged, who can't afford that kind of money to learn more. So educate those kinds of children. Then moon is going to be lastly in your 12th house on the 18th in Capricorn sign. The 12th house is the house of losses, house of retreat, liberation, and you have to be more disciplined here because it's a Capricorn sign. So when it is about your 12th house, you need to be in that zone where you are thinking about your growth. You're thinking about when the cycle is coming to an end here. Now, what will happen for the next 27, 28 days when moon is going to start its onward journey? So now you're going to be in isolation. You're working behind the scenes. You're thinking about growth. You're journaling, you're writing, you're being poetic. You're going to be more imaginative here. It is a very good place for servitude attitude. Maybe you're going to be connecting with some hospital or some ashram or some retreat. You're just helping someone or yourself. It's a loss of yourself, basically. So you're just learning, no? Mars is also forming a niche bhanga here. So it's a good time period for, maybe getting out of that litigation or coming out of the kind of health issues that you have been experiencing. So it's a good time period, but you will be spending more money or resources on someone who is not well, or so it's good if you are charitable yourself, rather than you having that kind of a situation where you have to spend on your own people. It's better that you keep donating from time to time, because moon will definitely be touching upon this zone once in a month. So it's better that we are charitable. That is why what you earn, you should, from your earnings, give some part money to someone. I am also with some NGO, which I shared in my Maharishi Parashara conference last time. So you can connect with it. I can share the details also. And you can, not to me, but directly to that organization. I whenever I'm in India, I go there, I take some food items, and there are children who are really from slums, and they're really, really in a bad shape. They're very happy even if I give them one banana. They're so happy. So be more charitable. Everyone should be, giving some part, minuscule part from their income for the needy. Because then your 12th house, your 6th house, they are satisfied, they're satiated. 8th house. So this is, yes, this is recorded. Is this live or recorded? This is live, but this will be recorded. Like this will be on after 24 hours, I think it gets uploaded. But yes, it is live. Most of the videos are live. So this is what is looking like, the transits looking like. Also, Jupiter is on the 14th going to be transiting your 5th house. And this is a good transit for you to learn more, be more creative, be more, intellectually inclined, learn more. And this is a good time for, artistic pursuits, creativity. And this is also a good time for acquiring knowledge, bright, deep knowledge. And you can be more creative in your romance also. You're going to be, I would say spiritually creative in your romance. So it is good if you don't make unwise decisions in your romance. Also, arrogance is not good for knowledge. Always remember. Okay, so be humble. With Jupiter transiting your 5th house, be humble. Don't show off your knowledge. Express your divine intelligence, but not with arrogance. Okay, that's good for progeny, childbirth. It's a good time period. And Sun is going to be transiting your 4th house, and this is the time when you can be maybe um, connecting with your roots. This is a good time for also studying something, some new skill. You can upskill yourself. Maybe you're going to be, you can have some ego clashes with your family members. Don't escape from your duties. Just face it. And also, this is going to brighten your house. So in your, say, south direction, you have to, keep it well lit on this sun for 1 month. It is going to be. So keep it well lit. South direction, keep it well lit. Saturn is looking here, so it is just spoiling the significations of the 4th house. Maybe I'll do a separate video of Sun's transit into the Taurus sign. Coming to the last sign, that is Pisces and Pluto. Pluto is a very important transit. So coming, and I have to do Jupiter's ingress in Navmansha's video also. I know that I will do everything, gradually I will do it. Every day, maybe I will make one video. So coming to the last one, that is Pisces. All right. So for Pisces natives, this transit of moon is going to be on the 12th in your 8th house. There's a full moon also in the 8th house. Then moon moves into your 9th, 10th, and 11th. So when moon is in the 8th house, it is little uneasy situation, for digestion. It's not considered to be a good place because this is for exit. And when moon, the food is in the 8th house, it is not considered to be good for stomach. It is not good for your psychological intensity that you go through. There is a lot of mood swings that you go through when moon is in the 8th house. So it is good to heal yourself. It is good that you work on the research plane. There are certain astrologers that I've seen have very good 8th house. Occultists, astrologers, tarot readers, not all of them, I've met so many, but there are only a few on this planet, I think, who have, I've not met everyone, of course, but I've heard in the community I move around in, they say that, there are only a few who are actually very intuitive. So I feel that I'm not intuitive, I need to upgrade myself, though my Jupiter is looking at Ketu, but, I need to still, be more intuitive. So for that, I have to meditate on Gayatri Mantra. At least for 108 times, you should recite Gayatri Mantra if you want your intuition to develop or get better. It's for the astrologers here, who are interested to learn astrology. So you should recite Gayatri Mantra for sure. Om Bhurbhuva Swaha Tatsavitur Vareniyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. So recite this 108 times every day and in silence. You don't have to recite it loudly. Now, with this 8th house moon, it is maybe, you're going to be having some health issues on this day, so be careful. But it is going to be a good time to start something new. You're going to be very intuitive. You're going to be healing, and you're going to be in the research zone also. Moon moves into your 9th house on the 13th to the 15th afternoon. And here it is going to be opposite Jupiter and in trine to Venus, Saturn, and Rahu. Now here, when, you have in the first house so many grahas, so it is very essential to take care of your health, your personality. You can be very, you can have some changes in your looks, Suddenly you will feel that, you're becoming very beautiful because Venus is there, and there's a Parivartana Yoga also. You have acquired a lot of knowledge, but something very unconventional kind of a knowledge, not the conventional. Maybe you've changed the path also. When Moon transits the 9th house, now this is a very good time to be more philosophical, to connect with your guru, mentor, bosses, seniors, discuss some projects. It's debilitated though, but it is a good time period to discuss certain projects, etc. This is a good time for faith, wisdom, divine worship, philosophy, religion, intuition, for farsightedness. You're planning your future now, how to go about it, what is the how you can upskill yourself, where you should go, which university you should join, where in the foreign land you should be going. So all that is seen from here. So you should actually, follow the path of dharma. Don't push anyone to follow your path. Never ever do that. Blind following, disconnect from the real world, all this, you have to be cautious about. Visit some temple, ashrams, religious place, or educate some students or someone who really needs it, underprivileged ones. Also, connect with your father life figures. They might just come and help you out here. Also, Mars is in trine as well. Not to forget, it is in trine to this. And on this day, there is an exchange between Mars and Saturn, Mars and Moon. So maybe you're going to be very romantically associated with your partner. You're good for children. You're thinking about children's growth, or you're going to be expecting, or you're going to be conceiving on this day. There has to be one day, when you conceive. So it is a good day to conceive also for Pisces natives. I'm waiting for your Ketu to shift out and Rahu to shift out from 1-7 axis. Things will start getting better for you, of course. And Moon is also going to be transiting your 10th house, where it is going to be having a double transit of Jupiter and Saturn also. That means they are going to be looking at the 10th house also. So some changes are going to happen at the workplace. You might just be expecting things to go the way you want it to. You're not going to get that reciprocation. You're not going to get that promotion that you're waiting for. It is going to bring about some changes, of course, but maybe because Saturn is also here, if you are jobless, you might just get a job. But, it is going to be a little difficult for you guys when Moon transits here as well. On the 15th afternoon to the 17th, you have to be careful. You have to be practical. You have to be very cautious when you're doing a job, because, you can be little emotional on this day. Why this person didn't do this? Why this didn't happen? So you're going to be a little confused about all that. You're confused and you're thinking you were expecting something else and something else happens. So that is what Moon in the 10th house does. Moon is a very fluctuating planet. Remember, wherever he sits, it gives that ripple effect in that particular zone. So especially to your emotions, you can be, workaholic on this day, but you are expecting that you will be appreciated and you're not. So how will you feel? You'll feel bad, no? So that kind of an energy is prevalent when Moon is in the 10th house. Don't worry, you will be in the leadership skills. You're going to be enhancing, upgrading yourself, and you're going to be also getting ultimately that expansion and recognition. Mark my words, be sure that you will be getting that. Lastly, Moon is going to be in your 11th house in the Capricorn sign. And it is going to be a good time period to connect with your friends, the network that you move around in. 11th house is the community, the society you get connected to. So this is a good time to connect with those people, those like-minded people who can help you out with the ideas that you're having. You're going to be very innovative. Maybe you're starting some new project with your friends. So this is a good time to connect with those who are, going to be supportive of you, or the group education programs you adopt for, or you can start a new relationship also if you want to. You're going to be very creative in your investments as well as in your work. So connect with the siblings or the neighbors, or, not the neighbors, but, the VIPs or the influential people. This is a good day for aligning those meetings where that sure shot that this is going to happen. Now, one more thing I want to share was Jupiter's transit in the 4th house. I've made a video, please do watch that. In the 4th house, it is considered to be a good transit. You are mentally stable, the inner joy is there. You're going to be following that tradition, roots. Don't be lazy. Don't let that weight that you have lost to gain now. Okay, it should not come back. So light a lamp or diya in west direction of your house, when Jupiter is in the Kendra, especially for the dual signs, you should actually light the diya or the candle or the tea light in the direction where, it is indicative of. So for you, in the west direction will be good of your home. Also, Sun is going to be transiting your third house. Third house transit of Sun is considered to be very good. It is good for mental inclination. It's good for intellect. It's good for courage, if you need that kind of courage, public speaking, learning new skill. It is good for serving your community with your wise words and not loud opinions and sounds. You must actually now sign the contract that you have been waiting for to happen. So it's a very positive time period if you want to reconcile with your relationship, if you want to come out of that litigation or any kind of health issues that you have been experiencing, you want to pay off your loans and debts. So this is a good transit for sure for you. Okay, so connect with your siblings. Siblings can become a little authoritative, but definitely a very positive time period when Sun is in the third house. 3, 6, 10, 11 houses are Upchaya sthanas, and Sun does well there. Sun is a ruler of your sixth house also. So it's definitely going to be a good time period for, because Sun is Dhanvantari, so it's good if you can start your treatment. Your health will definitely improve. Okay. And you can start writing a book, journaling. That is also going to be a positive thing for you. Okay. And this is a good time for starting that kind of conversation, that sternness in your speech will be there. So make the best use of it. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. And I wish and pray that your Buddha Purnima is good, celebrated well on the 12th. And also we have Sun's ingress in Taurus sign, Jupiter's ingress in Gemini sign. So these are good transits for you. Okay, for you all. Okay, thanks for watching. Stay blessed, everyone. Om Tat Sat.